Yes! I am a deaf Ollie.
What?
What?
Mum!
I'm still vibrating, my eyes are shaking. Sorry, hi, I'm Lee. Hi,
I'm
Lee.
Cece.
Oh, good. I'm glad we all remember our name. Yeah, it's a hard day today. We're looking at all-valve bass amplifiers because why wouldn't you?
It's a tough job.
It is a tough job. Today we have three fantastic amplifiers. Ashdown, we have the CTM 300. From Orange, we have the AD200, the sort of new AD200. They brought out a new one in 2024. And from Hiwatt, we have the Custom 200. For the keen-eyed of you thinking that, oh, that's a guitar amp. Well, yes it is, but it is also a bass amp. It's a dual instrument amp. I want no more hate in the comments. Or come at me.
You've been told.
You've been told. Yeah, we have all of them obviously going through bass cabs and my goodness.
My goodness, yeah. Everything is vibrating. I can't even turn my volume up with some gain on without the room feeling like it's about to just implode.
Bass amplifiers, I guess, there's been a little debate. Is the bass amplifier dead? You know, the quality of technology out the front of houses and obviously DI and digital stuff that's available now in the market. Where does the absolute beautiful handcrafted bass valve amp live? Because of course this is the layman term. I guess my job here is to state the blooming obvious, is that valve amplifiers are awesome, sound incredible,
Yeah.
heavy and expensive. However, the harmonic content is unparalleled. The analog output is really beautiful and loud, and the response you get to your instrument is just everything. But you need quite a lot of power to define all the low end of bass. So when we're talking bass valve amps, generally speaking, you need a lot more power to get away with it versus a guitar valve amp, because you know, a Vox AC30 would pretty much do everything you need it to do.
Blow your head off.
Whereas 30 watts with bottom end isn't quite going to cut it. So that's why we've got a few more watts. We have 300, 200 and 200. Although Hiwatt, if you are interested in these amps by the sound of today, Hiwatt do I think a 400 watt version.
You know, why not?
Because they're heroes.
Once you're already up there,
yes,
they're heroes.
They are heroes. But let's take a look. What does the top of the line sound like for these brands?
Cool.
All of these fantastic amplifiers, all made in the UK. And is a valve bass amp relevant to you today, the bassist?
Cool. I like it, because even for the last few years, well, even longer than that, 10, 15 years, it is like we're discussing beforehand, just go smaller, go portable, most people are going that way, and obviously there's some amazing stuff that you can get that, it's it's pretty flawless now. What you can hear, as you're saying, out front, in your monitors and everything, it's great. But is there still a use for these? And I mean, straight away, I'm like, yeah. If
that's the question answered.
Sorry, I just ruined that whole thing. But but yeah, absolutely. When you feel something, I don't know, you feel this like on my back right now. Just
this is a huge thing. I mean,
away.
Silent stages, they affect all musicians, and silent stages, learning to play with IEMs in ear monitors is a big, it is something that you need to learn to do. But I think silent stages hit bassists hardest.
Definitely. But also, I've found, even like going to gigs where the stage has been silent, as a spectator, it doesn't quite feel the same either. I mean, that's just my opinion, but you can physically feel the music, but not anymore so much.
There's a pocket in the front of the stage where you're beside the PAs and you're not quite in their catchment, and it can be a bit lackluster.
Yeah, definitely.
And if I'm right at the front, I want to see the band.
Yeah.
I want to be decapitated.
Yeah, exactly. That's enough of the wider debate. Please discuss in the comments. We do like the engagement, but
totally, yes.
Shall we start with? We started with you at the start of the video. Shall we start with this wonderful piece of kit from Hiwatt?
Oh yeah, no, totally. Yeah, I mean, the master is on like 10 o'clock at the moment. Everything else is just 12, but we have some nice little jumping going on. Between the channels. Yeah, so this being a Hiwatt, a vintage amp brand, started in the 60s. All the amps had a brilliant input and a normal input because, I mean, back then in the early days of amplification, you would just have one amplifier. Yes.
It was a bass amplifier. You used it for a bass in the normal, or the brilliant for the guitar, so that these not as powerful valve amplifiers could cut through the trumpet mix. It's those gosh darn trumpets that were the bane of everyone's ears. So there was the brilliant input to cut through that. Obviously here we've got that mixed in. I know the answer to how it sounds, but how does it sound?
Yeah, it's more how it feels, rather than just being this close to it. And just before we get started, this thing is a lovely American-made Stingray, the double bucker gold things.
In Jackpot.
Jackpot.
Still side thing. Well done on all your colour names for the Stingray's music, man. This is so cool.
This is beautiful. Yes. So this is just more back pickup action going on at the moment, but everything else is just 12 o'clock, so no boosting or cutting, and it sounds like this, clean. That's got this nice. I mean, obviously this is 18-volt preamp in this.
Yeah,
that's a new one.
Words is hard when it's this loud. I will just direct you to the decibel meter because you'll see that we are loud in here.
I know someone's going to comment this. Yes, I know we should be wearing earplugs. Yeah,
so you'll forgive us for keeping our playing stuff is shorter today.
Okay, yeah, we're going over the 100. Okay, nice.
The top end, the clarity.
That is absolutely it. It is. It's got this nice little bite, tiny little bit of grunt to it coming through as well. We're not really pushing gain, really.
We've got a bit of the brilliant volume. I'll try and vintage it up for you if you give us a play, and I'm going to bring the brilliant tone down, well, the input down a bit, and the normal up, and see if we can.
Cool. Yeah. I like that. That's just rounded it off a little bit.
Yeah, it's just a little.
Yeah, it's not as sort of glassy on certain notes, but even that, I mean, I think it is just knowing how hard and getting used to the instrument as well, because that's so sensitive. I can feel that straight away. Even the bits that I'd normally dig in with, I'm probably digging in a bit too much with this particular bass, But
I've always thought the amp is part of the instrument. Yeah, it's feeding back to the instrument, and you're basically changing the instrument. And what an instrument!
Yes, that's absolutely how to think about it. No, totally. And then you say get into the vein of thinking, well, actually, there's a lot more to do when you're thinking about either changing basses or, you know, you've got a bit of a collection, you know, there might be certain things you've got to spend a bit of time. That's the sort of fun that we like though, right? Just like sitting in front of your amp and right, my Ricky needs to sound like this, you know, or this has got slightly hotter pickups, bring that back down, you know, but yeah, that's all the fun that you can have with...
Absolutely. Ooh, so buy more gear at andertonsmusic.co.uk.
Love it, mate. Oh, do you want to, shall you?
Shall you?
Well, I think before we go into it, we're doing this a disservice if we don't put that fuzz on again for a bit.
Okay.
For a bit.
What's the fuzz?
The fuzz!
On the floor we have an
Eons,
a Walrus Audio Eons, which is pretty tasty.
It wants to do this. Keep going. Keep going.
I'm sorry, but there is no better sound in the world than that.
When you can feel it, feel it in the bones.
Maybe we have to decide that because Orange might have something to say about that.
Well, this is it. The other British boys coming along.
Oh my goodness! Okay. Yes, so I have the very enviable position of being in front of an Orange AD200. This one, to be honest, of the three, maybe it's a bit unfair to say of the three. Maybe it's fair. I've seen this one out more. I'd seen like some bands use this one and sort of I'd seen this has had live applications for a little while. I remember Wolf Alice's first tour, they were first album up to that point. Theo was rocking one of these. This is a 200 watt again, made in the UK. This is a newer version in 2024. They've concentrated more on getting more of a clean set to this because Orange is known for their dirt, obviously.
Okay,
So we've got a little dip switch, which I will tell you what, let's just hear where it sounds here.
That's a very classic sound, actually.
Yeah, rotund.
Yeah, rotund.
Rotund sound that. There's, I mean, the Orange is going through a 115, the other are going through 410s. So there's a little more of a mid punch through the 410s on the other two. This one is growly by design. I'm just going to take bring the clean air circuit in.
Cool.
Almost Jameson, but without the talent. That real sort of 80 hertz hit and just softens off that top end. I mean, I'm playing with a nylon pick there, so it's
I'll make that.
It just tames that
Sounds
attack.
Nice.
Classic's a good word for it.
It is, yeah.
No, that is. Can you turn it up a little bit?
I'll turn it up.
Can we?
Oh, go on then, just for you. And that's just the growl. I'm not using the floor there. So obviously Orange are known for the distortion in the amps and
we have other guitars trying to play themselves in the room. I'm just
shaking. I mean, what's the
I like the lamp that's going on.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, we're actually just trying to knock down the studio. That's what this is. So that's just the love in the front end. So you know, you could use this. You know, you might want to maybe like an underdrive for this amp if you love that sound, and you could bring it down with some EQ, play it clean, and let it go. Yeah. But for that type of sound, I have a pork and pickle on the floor.
Yes.
And next to those, I've got a pedal.
Yes.
Far out.
Yeah. Sorry.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Sorry. I'm loving it. Sorry, it's like they're alive. Sorry.
All the cameras moving.
Cameras, the guitars.
Everything's trying to
what are you
escape the
doing?
room. I've always loved the Orange. It's also got new speakers in it, new Celestians
Okay.
in the cabs. I mean, Orange cabs we've seen around for a while, and they always had the Eminence in them, I believe. I'm going to turn that because that is making earthquakes. Always had Eminence speakers in and moved to the Celestians, and
Yeah. Oh no. Beastly. And that's not. Is that a closed back as well for these things, or do they do open back, closed back for the bass?
they
side,
don't.
or
I think they're all
just
closed back
closed,
because
yeah.
it's well, this one's ported at the side.
Oh yeah, got
so
it.
to retain that, the back end of the baffle gets shot out.
Nice.
Yeah.
We don't actually stock these at the moment. Most of these, do we? We've
Yeah.
been very. Oh, we do.
Well,
Oh,
we have the Orange in stock. This is from our stock.
Yeah.
We don't usually keep these in stock. These have been very nicely lent to us but we do sell them. So obviously, if you wanted to grab one, we can absolutely grab it for you.
Cool.
And
Oh, no, sweet.
put a deposit down, come in and test it in store. I'm sure everyone in the store will love that.
Yeah.
And the town of Guildford.
And the town. I mean, just with the example that we're going to get onto, this amazingly beastly
This
Ashdown.
Ashdown.
But I think those lovely people actually built that. Was that what you were saying? They built that for
Yeah.
this video.
For this video, Ashdown, they built this amp for you to play through at this video.
I'm sorry, but Ashdown are legends.
Yeah.
I love
They
them
are
so
legends.
much.
I mean, they're all legends, but they built this amp for us. Hiwatt built that cab for us.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's so
Just
cool.
so that we could do this and show off their wonderful wares, because they are wonderful, and Valve amps should be on YouTube more.
Yes,
Valve amps should
definitely.
be on YouTube more.
Totally.
Let's move on to that beast you've got behind you.
Cool.
This just reminds me of Nick O'Malley. This is that amp.
I'm gonna be that person, but I'm dying to hear it with slap bass. I will play normally, but that was nice.
Yes. There's a mid-range in these Ashdowns which I love. I don't know what there's just a plonk. There's no
Definitely.
harshness to you hitting that.
Yeah.
That's an active Warwick. It's an Ash active Warwick. Everything flat that into something digital or something solid state would have been a bit clanky.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh, that's it. It wouldn't have that. It's got a weight to it. Like every note
Yeah.
has got like, I'm
Mid-range
here,
is
I'm here.
so good.
I mean,
Yeah.
the thing I love about Ashdowns as well is like you can, if you want, if you up the middle and treble, they do respond really well.
Keep playing. I'll move
Yeah.
it through. Yeah. Even the treble up there, that's so musical.
I know.
Yeah.
What is it?
I never
can
thought I'd
barely
hear
remember that.
True men don't kill coyotes.
Yes.
That's like one of the first slap bass things I ever learned about 15 years ago.
Oh my goodness.
It's still in there
What a
somewhere.
pullback, yeah. Wow.
Love it.
Yeah, that's so good for slap, man.
Not generally the way
Right, yeah,
they're
yeah.
thought of, is it really? It's just like
Yeah.
more grunt and more
Really
rock,
versatile,
rock thing.
yeah. I mean, I just think of Arctic Monkeys live at Royal Albert Hall,
Yeah.
and that Tranquility Base Hotel bass sound when they like made it all real stripped back, and that bass is so sweet in that album. It's
Oh,
really-
let's try it clean. Great sound.
So good. I'm just going to. The Ashdown's got a mellow switch, I guess similar to how the Orange is, with that. Just sort of clean it up a little bit, maybe for a more classic sound. I'm just going to push that in. Gain is still at 12 o'clock. the bad guy entering the room, like subtle and menacing.
I mean, I was just thinking if you roll.
It's like a different amp.
Yeah.
That was that one switch.
That's one switch. That's the mellow switch.
Yeah,
that just
yeah,
takes a little bit off the input. Yeah, it's brilliant. I'm going to turn that mellow switch off and.
Then unleash the rat.
If you're ready.
It's ready to go.
Oh Jesus! It's a JHS pack rat. Oh my goodness.
That's great.
I just want to keep playing through that.
Oh yeah.
I'm having to like.
We said we keep playing short to protect your hearing, which you should do at home. But if it sounds this good, it's hard.
I was hearing every note. Like you can hear the note open up. Like as soon as you leave it, like, and it, like the tone will just like just morph in that little milliseconds. And
that's it.
Ooh,
and this is the thing: is that it's that extra 0.5% that it sounds like a valve amp.
Right.
And that's the thing, is the valve power stage of this. And obviously valve preamps are good, and there's many products with valve preamps that give a bit of that, but valve power just, it brings in those extra harmonics in the power stage, and oh my, yeah.
Oh my
good
golly. Like, for me, I mean, I always say it, well, I say it in a lot of videos, whatever you're playing through makes you play differently, but there's something about playing through things like this.
Yeah, you're on fire.
Oh, thank you.
You are.
I'm very much like a product of whatever's around me in the way that I play, and
the amp's part of the instrument.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
And it affects how you play.
Yeah.
Full circle.
That's
100%.
That's like when I play through things like this, it's like, oh yeah, that's why I started playing. That's the feeling it gives me. Obviously, that's personal preference, but that's my honest feelings on it.
No, 100%. You playing that, coming out with the Ace of Spades, and I just thought, who says "Rest in peace, Lemmy"? That's the tribute he wants. I mean, he was an artist with other brands, but it's all credit to that amp, because my God, that's
definitely.
Yeah, you sound most like you.
Yeah, definitely.
It's so good.
It's almost like it's giving me that first vibe of, you know, when you first play and all you want to do, even if you've got a practice amp, it's like just be loud, just be loud.
Yeah.
And then you'd start learning. Oh, that's not always the best, you know, especially when other people get involved. Like, you need to hear everyone and you need to be a balance. But there's part of that excitement you get in, like, like original 100%. Sort of thing, like, just turn it up a bit more.
Yeah, there's like an energy between everything that's like, you can just feel it. It gets you really riled up.
Yeah.
And then, like you said, that just feeds back into how you're playing it. You get excited.
Yeah. Can I ask you to pick a favourite?
Do you know what? Without trying the other two, I'm just going to be in love with this. I think that's the thing. I think it just it responded how I would like, even if it's not my normal bass, not my normal amp. You know, like just a few tweaks, and you're like,
It's definitely
it's good.
And the way you dynamically use the dead strings rhythmically, that thing just pops them out so sweetly.
A bit more the percussive sort of
so
thing.
Good. So
how about you? Is it the similar things? Like, I'm in love with the orange, and
I am in love with the orange. I think the thing for me is I'm a little bit more of a pick player. So the extra attack on that Hiwatt might expose me a bit, I guess. Well, you know, you find it with your the richness coming off it is so good. But naturally, yeah, I'd gravitate towards the orange at the Ashdown is nice. That mellow sound, I was in love with.
That was great.
That was so good.
I found it really versatile.
Yeah,
actually.
yeah.
I'm sure they all are if you actually want to dial in a specific
I'm sure,
sound.
say a bit more time with these, like you'll be able to get out of it what you want. You know, it's just with that extra space and headroom to just improve your sound already. You know, like
100%.
Just have a bit of that.
I think we're sort of galloping towards the point here is that they are special. Now, of course, there are lower wattage versions that a lot of these make. You know, Ashdown do like a 15 watt all valve one.
Oh, wow.
Literally, yeah. And it's also got a line out, so you could actually feasibly gig that thing with a front of house. But
well, thank you, mate. You've organised all this. I would like to say thank you to Ollie as well.
No.
And thank you, Ashdown, Orange, and Hiwatt.
I want to thank you two for playing very well.
Oh, thank you, everyone.
Thanks to the guys for obviously giving us the amps, and thank you for watching. This has been a loud one.
Wow.
Please do listen with headphones. I know I'm saying that right at the end, which is really useful for the editing.
Give it a thumbs up so we can do more like this.
Do give us a thumbs up, give us a like. We're giving away a Tumnus every 10,000 likes.
Oh, that's
subscribe. 10,000 subscribers.
Oh yes,
likes.
Yeah. Like it. Give us 10,000 likes, I'll buy you a Tumnus. That's all right.
You've heard it here first, people.
But yeah, maybe this will inspire some of the other brands to prepare.
Possibly, yeah. Well, we did a wonderful one with Ampeg, didn't we?
We did.
We did a great one with Ampeg, because that's also a classic. I can't think of any other absolutely classic all-valve bass amps right off the top of my head that I'd love to get in this room. But maybe for another day.
Maybe.
Please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching All About the Bass at Andertons Music. Have a good day.
Ta-ta.